Hi, I'm Mark, and I'm here to tell you about the Getting Started series. Getting Started is the first study in the Sound Barrier series. This series talks about 4 different barriers. The first one is how to start having conversations with people. The second one is how to break into spiritual conversations. The third one is how to have a gospel conversation centered around Jesus and our need for Jesus. And the fourth one is about how to bring someone to a decision for Jesus. So this first one is called Getting Started. So the big idea is that starting a conversation is the first sound barrier that keeps us from having a conversation about Jesus with people. The problem is that it's hard to start a conversation, especially with people that you don't know very well. Our response is to trust God to help us step into conversations so that this person can someday know Jesus too. The image is a roller coaster. A roller coaster is exciting with a lot of ups and downs. While the risks might keep some people from even getting on the roller coaster, most of us know that it's well worth the ride. Starting a conversation with people with the hopes of getting to the gospel is just the same way. It's risky, and you never know where the ups and downs will take you, but you know that it's going to be well worth the ride. Our learning objectives are these. We want your group to know and understand that starting a conversation is a key point in helping someone else come to know Jesus, and that I can do that while I trust the Holy Spirit. I want your group to experience excitement at the idea of starting and having good conversations with people. And I want the group to respond by starting conversations with people that God brings into their lives. We don't want it just to stay here in this conversation. We want it to begin to spill out in their lives as they act on it and begin starting conversations and meeting new people. So here's why this topic matters. It's been said that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. When it comes to having an impact on someone for Christ, that step is starting a conversation with someone. For some of us, that can be really scary. The only way to get out of ourselves is to take a look at what Christ did. He came to us from heaven. He stepped out of his comfort zone and came to us so that we could know him personally. When we trust him to fill us with his Holy Spirit, he does the same thing in our lives. He gives us the desire to take initiative and leave our comfort place to talk to someone about Christ so that they too can know Jesus. This study and the next 2 studies all focus on the passage about the woman at the well. Great passage, and it has some great principles to help us along our journey in helping others know Jesus better. The small group leaders tip of the week is this. Don't forget to leave feedback on the Thrive Studies site. We've made these studies so that they'll benefit you and your students. If they're not doing that, let us know how we can do it better. If you have ideas of how to lead these studies better, let us know and we will pass it on to everyone else who's using Thrive Studies. Thanks so much for leading your students spiritually. Have a great small group this week.